video, we are actually going to do a mini Q&A because over the last couple weeks I've been getting some questions that are a little bit harder to answer in 1 or 2 sentences, and I thought, hey, let's just kind of mush them all together and just do a little quick Q&A. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, my name is Lori Ann. If you are new or returning, welcome here to Sell Primary. We talk teacher side hustles, and I'm on spring break. Oh, what a beautiful. It's been a couple days and I'm loving it. I'm just trying to live in the moment and enjoy it, which brings us to question number 1. Question number 1 comes from Pocketful of Science saying, please talk about your side hustle plans for spring break. Okay, so my side hustle plans for spring break are fourfold. There's more things, but these are the 4 main ones. Number 1 is TPT. Back in December, I did a little inventory and realized I had more. I actually stopped counting after 12. I had so many unfinished products, and normally I do a lot of product finishing. In December, I was doing another big project. I didn't touch them. So now that it's spring break, I really want to get them done, and I've already uploaded 3, so I'm thrilled about that. So that is plan number 1, and my goal really is to do 5, and then my stretch goal is 10, because I normally only upload 1 to 3 products a whole month. So to do 5, I would be thrilled. And you may be thinking, wait, Lori Ann, you're already at 3, you can get 5, 10 done easily. Well, I've got other things to do, but that's number 1 is TPT, finish products. Number 2 is to do Pinterest. My best month in all of 2021 was April, if I look at the earnings for TPT and Boom together. And one of the things when I look back to see what was I doing in March for April, because I tend to get results based on the work that I do the month before, I looked to see what I did last March, and what I did was Pinterest. I did a lot of Pinterest. If you saw the video I made last week, I think it was, I'll put a thumbnail right there, on marketing Boom cards, you saw in my my Tailwind scheduler that I normally post 1 to 2 pins a day. Last March, April, May, I was posting between 3 and 4. So my goal right now is to increase my pins so that for April, end of March, April, and maybe May, we'll see how far I get, my goal is between 3 and 5 pins a day. And let's just see if I get the same results or maybe even better results. We'll see. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is my website / blog. I am batching a bunch of blog posts right now. I've got 5 on the go. I've uploaded 1 today, and then I'm working on the other ones. 2 of them are going to be scheduled down the road in June and July, end of June and July, because I'm leaving on a jet plane. I'm so excited. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to be able to enjoy that trip. So I'm going to get it myself a week or 2 ahead on my blog posts, and then have 2 ready to go in July, which brings us to number 4, which is YouTube. YouTube, my AdSense revenue has paid for my flight to England. It's already been paid for because of YouTube. Thank you so much. So the last thing is I'm going to be filming a couple extra YouTube videos and scheduling them for the weeks that I'm gone. And I'm doing it early because I may just film them and then edit them as I go. They will probably be tutorials. I won't be around for the TPT conference because it's, I think, the 2nd week of July. I know the TPT conference is offering an online version. If it's accessible for the whole month of July, then I may sign up for it. We'll see. That's the plan. Next question comes from Ingrid, and she writes, how do you keep your store cohesive if you have different product lines? Just curious. One of the things that I learned to do with my store is keep it down to only a couple fonts for the titles. I originally just started with 1, and I used 1 for everything. And since then, which is a couple years ago, I'm now up to 3 that I interchange. kind of the scheme of 3 to 5 colors that I chose right back in the very beginning, because I was told by Casey Morris, who I've talked about before. I took a beginner TPT course called Make Your Mark with her. It no longer exists. She blew it up into a new course on membership called the CEO Teacher School. That Make Your Mark course, she just said, make it pretty, keep it plain, like keep it simple. Only put one image on your covers. I have a video, I'll talk about covers there, because you have to remember that buyers go on TPT with their phone. So look at your TPT store with your phone, because quite often I can't read people's covers. I can't. They've got too much happening on them. So keep them simple. Choose 3 to 5 colors. And again, you know, are all my covers these 3 to 5 colors? No, they are not. White tends to be the big color or non-color right now. Real images people like to, but with your product lines, if you've got a lot of product lines, just try and keep them all somewhat similar and keep your logo in the same spot every time. I got that little piece of information from Misty Miller, who is a full-time TPT seller, and I took her store audit last February because I thought she's going to give me all these things to do during my spring break, which is what I did during my spring break last year. But one of the things she did tell me is that my store looked really good. But there were little tweaks. Of course, you're going to find things. There's always going to be something to fix, right? And if you are interested in a TPT store audit by me, there is going to be a form down below. I usually only do a couple a month, but they are, you know, I usually look at your store for upwards of 3 hours or more. And you have the choice of just a report, or you can have a report and a 30-minute Zoom call. So if you're interested, let me know. ASL Teaching says, I heard about hashtag sales but haven't done one yet. Do I hunt in Facebook to find a group to join? Yes. That's the easiest way. Sometimes you will see them pop up on Instagram, but the first time I heard about a hashtag, well, I've seen hashtag sales, but I didn't know, I didn't know all the rules. And I talk about that in the what is a hashtag sale video. School of Sellers podcast, which I listen to on occasion, was talking about a hashtag sale. So I learned kind of all the ins and outs from listening to that. And then I joined the School of Sellers hashtag sale last fall. They only do 2 a year. So depending on how many hashtag sales you'd like to do or try, there are 2 main, there's probably a lot, but there are 2 main TPT hashtag, actually not T, there's one TPT hashtag sale that is very popular, which I'll put right here because I can't remember the full name. And there's also a Boom hashtag sale Facebook group, and again, I'll put it right here. Anyways, yeah, so if you want to check out hashtag sales, join one of those groups. One of the nice things about joining these groups is you don't have to do every hashtag sale. So if you want to try one out, then try one out. And, you know, each of them have their rules and whatever. So you've got to, abide by the rules or they'll kick you out. But yeah, made some good sales during hashtag sales. So I will definitely, I haven't done one since maybe October, November. I'll probably do one again. Yeah. Teach Kids Music says, can you talk about what sells in June and July and what could we do to keep sales coming in? Okay, this is a video unto itself, and I might just create a video of this. So I'm going to try and say it quickly. There are 2 ways I can answer this question. The first option is I could say TPT trends. Find out what is trending for the months of June and July and make those products. Now, just because school is ending for us doesn't mean school is ending for everyone all around the world. So our end of year might be at the beginning of a year for someone else, and it might just be school as usual for other parts of the world. So try not to have the attitude that, it's the end of the year and so school shuts down. Yes, the bulk of school shuts down in North America, not globally. And so going back to trends, I've made a video on I made a video on this, on searching trends, but all you need to do is you open up TPT you click into the search bar of TPT and don't type anything, and the top 5 searching things that are being searched right now will show up. So here's a homework assignment, and somebody wrote to me, I think it was last week, that said, oh, I love it when you give homework assignments. So here's a homework assignment. Every time you do your monthly sale, your earnings, your data, write down what's trending. And so that next time this year, you will have a full year of what's trending. So I have probably 9 months of what's trending. And what is trending in June, and I haven't done July, but what's trending in June that I can tell you right now is end of school activities, back to school activities, summer, Independence Day, holidays, things like that. So it's very seasonal, the stuff. However, there are months when you are searching trends that it's going to be evergreen topics. Reading comprehension shows up on a lot of months. That is something that trends. But you have to remember that if it is a big trending item, it probably has a lot of search results already in TPT. It's about getting your products visible. You can do that with marketing such as Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, things like that. Your email is huge, right? Grow your email. Okay, that's option number 1. So option number 2, and I haven't talked about this, and yet it was something that Casey talked about back in the Make Your Mark course, is create a TPT buyer avatar. What is that? A TPT avatar or a buyer avatar is, you need to think about, who are you creating your products for? What kind of teacher is this person that you are making your products for? Is it a beginner teacher? Is it a seasoned teacher? Is it a tech teacher, a music teacher, a PE teacher? Who are you making your products for? And how will your products help them? Write it out. This is going to take a little bit of work. But by knowing who you are making it for, there's times of the year when it will actually be very easy as to what you need to make. For example, I'll share a little bit with you my TPT avatar. She is a grade 1 teacher. She's been teaching about 5 years. So the overwhelm of being a brand new teacher is kind of past her. She already has some pretty good classroom management skills. She probably has a curriculum handed to her by her school district, but she's looking at it going, there are holes. So she goes on to TPT to find those little things that the curriculum is actually not doing. And that's sort of the direction that I do. So a lot of times I'm not making big units. I'm making smaller things to piecemeal, because in all honesty, my avatar was me years ago. When I was in about year 4 or 5, I had only one curriculum handed to me, and the rest was make it up. And so the curriculums that I used were just piecemeal, a little of this, a little of that, a little of this. I wasn't looking for this big full-on unit. I was looking for pieces of units to fill in those gaps. And so I'm a gap filler. Anyways, so like I said, those are the 2 approaches I would think about as you're getting towards your possible end of year. Whatever you're going to create for June, now is a good time, because then you can put the blog posts up to support. If you're on YouTube, you can talk about it on YouTube and gain some momentum and traction. Pinterest likes to have 3 months to give your pins traction. So now is a great time to be talking and thinking about what to be making for June and July. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. There was another one that was a doozy of a question, and it was a great question. And I can't answer it in a short video, so I'm going to make another one, and I'm actually going to add it to, I'm going to do a future Q&A probably mid-April. So if you do have questions that you want to ask away down below. Let me know what you're doing for spring break, if you have spring break, or what you are planning to do for your side hustle for the rest of March. I hope wherever you are in the world, I hope you are staying safe, being healthy. Enjoy this moment. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. And we'll catch you in that video or that playlist. See ya.